Hello there, welcome to day number 29 of Blueprints here at the Mount Holly Manor. Ooh, I forgot. We had the sauna yesterday, so we got, holy smokes, 90 total steps. It's a lot of steps. Listen, I'm getting sick and tired of this game. No, I'm not. I'm not getting tired of this game. However, it's been a couple days since something like I don't know, interesting has happened. That's not okay, and I take it back, and I take it back immediately. And it's like the game is sentient, and it's like Tonda is listening, and Tonda heard my plea and said, okay, all right, listen, I understand. You put in your time, so the least I can do is throw you a bone, and that's fine. Okay, we did this puzzle once upon a time. Correctly, in fact. However, I think because I was moving around the arms of the statues before I started to do it the way that I thought was correct, it did not work. I forget what day that happened. It might have been like day 13 or something that we found the tomb for the first time. But anyway, if we start here with the gardener, and then anyway, the reason, or the way that I found out that, oh shit, I think it's pitchfork, and then I wrote them down. Hang on, I wrote them down. The way that I found out is I was talking to a friend of mine about the tomb, and I told them what I did, and they were like, that should have worked. And I was like, I swear I did that. And they were like, they were like, I think you did it wrong. And then luckily I had video proof, because the whole thing has been on YouTube so far. Check out the Blueprints playlist, by the way, for past days. Okay, so we did gardener, pizza. Next is farmer. Yes. And then top hat. And then it just kind of goes in like counterclockwise order, basically. And then the broom. And then the jockey. And then last but certainly not least, the queen. So this should have happened like a while ago, but at least it happened now. So this, based on the underground map that we found earlier, oh shit. Based on the, oh my god, there's skulls. Jesus, okay, yikes. Based on the underground map that we found in the reservoir once upon a time, we know that this leads to the catacombs, and I believe this is... Jeez! That's Draxus. That's Draxus. The 8th angel, I guess? Or at least the 8th statue? Ooh. Yeah, so this is the map for the underground. The underground map. The poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. The underground map. The map of the underground. Yeah, this leads to the catacombs. But we've seen this whole map already. Oh, what was it? Hand? Okay. I thought Draxus was potentially trying to get me. Anyway. Cool. So now we can, as long as we have the tomb, that's spooky right there. That shadow of Draxus's hand. Yikes. Yeah. As long as we have the tomb, we can enter the underground here. Which is important because in order to get around, so now that we can access like this hallway, well, for one, if we find something that can light stuff on fire, there's that room. I mean, there's a few places that we can light stuff on fire, but we can go around the reservoir to the boat, so we no longer need the fountain entrance. So this is huge for a number of reasons. I think we can probably do reservoir stuff today, which is why the tomb is so important. So that's exciting. Okay, cool. Well, that's great. I'm glad just as I was saying that I've been sort of waiting a few in-game days for blueprints to give me something a bit more noteworthy. We just have to find the pump room. And so step 1 is obviously find the pool. Now, kennel I like, because if we get a shovel, any room with a dig spot, we can unlock, guaranteed. So that's cool. Coat check has the power hammer. Ooh, I think the tomb has some power hammer stuff. I want to do that right away. I want to do that immediately. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure. Retrieve the power hammer. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's go do that. Let's go do that right away. We have the extra steps from sauna, so like, may as well, you know? I'm trying to think if there's anywhere else that the power hammer could be used. Okay, keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for like indented brick walls, basically. I feel like I remember there being one over here. Oh, no. I might be wrong. There might not be any down here, actually. Oh, there's a dig spot right there. Am I wrong? Are there really none? Oh shit. I think I played myself. It's fine. It's not that many steps. Yeah, I was thinking of these. I think. Oh yeah, there's money. Okay, well, we got some money at least from coat check. If nothing else, right? Cope? I don't know if there's anything down that away that we can use the power hammer for. Okay, well, oopsie daisy. I thought there might be something that was power hammerable. My bad. We'll probably come back down here again at some point. I would love... I have no, like, inkling as to what could set stuff on fire. But God, I would love to find whatever it is. I assume it's probably something you need to combine in the workshop, if I had to guess. Anyway. Okay, so we used a lot of steps already. We used 18 steps. I will take the spare green room, and it will give us a single gem. We take those. Love a free gem. I will take probably the reading nook into library, because I think we can order a new book, right? If we do that. Yeah. Oh, there's a trunk. Yeah, I'll open a trunk. Oh yeah, we have the sledgehammer. So we get 3 keys for free. You'll love to see it. Okay. We just ordered, or with the last thing that we read was The Curse of the Black Bridge. The last book that we purchased was A New Clue by our mom, Marion Marigold, which is of course her pen name, but still. So that'll be an exciting one to see. And then, okay, we can go east. For the bookshop, we could, if we get enough money. Yeah. If we get 50 bucks, which honestly, we just need to find the chapel and then we will. And then we can, there's one more book. First edition History of Orinda. For us to purchase. Okay. Cool. Into probably hallway. Into probably could be a locksmith for some keys. We're doing okay on keys though. I'll take a den for a gem. No trunk. That's okay. All of the clocks in this room are real clocks, right? None of them are on 1:30. Well, there's a couple of clocks that are stuck on 1:30, I've noticed. None of the clocks in here are stuck on 1:30. Okay, we keep going. Could be the garage. So then our only way to continue would be north of the entrance hall, which feels a little bit risky. I super don't want today to end. I will take the boudoir for the dice to re-roll, because if we do find the pump room, or if we find the boiler room, I guess whichever we find first, if either, we got to find the pool first before we find the pump room. So pool is a priority for sure. We get a free gem from the boudoir as well. That's something I forgot about, but definitely makes the boudoir a pretty good take for us. And then you can go, damn. It's gonna be parlor for the gems and the ability to keep going north, but I think I'm gonna turn around at this point and go back to the entrance. All right, let's see if I can actually do this puzzle. Hope so. The black box is not empty. The statement on the black box is true. A box with a false statement contains the gems. So if you're false, then if you're true, wait, what? If you're false, then you're true? So you can't have the gems. The black box is not empty. Which means it has the gems in it? The statement on the black box is true. A box with a false statement contains the gems. So what if this is false? The black box is not empty. If this is false, then it means the black box is empty. So this could be false, this could be true, this could be true. True. What if you're false? So if this black box is false, a box with a false statement contains the gems, then this is false and this is false, is not empty. But that would mean that there's gems in there. There can't be gems in there because this would be a paradox. I think they're in the blue box, but I'm actually not 100% sure. Thank goodness. Whew. Okay, we did it. All right, yeah, let me head back. We can go east of the hallway for the pool. Chapel would also be good, but the sooner we get the pool, the sooner we can potentially find the pump room. So that's huge. I'll take the closet here for a couple more freebies. A key and a dice. Excellent. And probably security, because we're gonna want some way to potentially deal with security doors. So let's turn them down for the time being. And unlock them while we're here. And what do you got for me? Kitchen, probably just storeroom here for some more resources. Seems fine. I have to remember we have the sledgehammer, so any trunks are free. And then, ooh, I kind of need you to connect to the foundation, huh? It's gonna be, damn, that's a shame. But that I can't take utility closet now. Does it need to be foundation? Yes, it does. It literally, I need to get foundation today. So give me the hallway. And then whatever we get. Oh, that was a security door, but we bypassed it because we're geniuses. Okay, I don't have a shovel. If you could be maybe, I don't know, East Wing Hall or something. Chapel gives us money. Excellent. Okay, push comes to shove, or at least worst case scenario, we can... Damn, we can't keep going all the way down. I could roll. Is it worth it to roll? Probably not. I think I'll just billiard room and hope for a key card, probably, from the puzzle. It's likely just going to be regular keys, which are still fine. 3 squared is 9. 13 minus 10 is 3 squared is 9. 10 minus 1 minus 8 is 1. Times 3 is 3 squared is 9. And we did it. And they gave us 2 keys, just as I suspected. Okay, that's fine. Keys are still good. Just if we get ruined by security doors, I'm going to be pissed. So the pump room. We need the pump room. Bonus points if we can get the boiler room attached. Granted, at this point, I almost feel like that would be like redundant. Corridor is always unlocked. Observatory. I think I would like to go a little bit more north. Bedroom. No security door. No freebies. That's okay. That's fine. We have keys. Pump room. I mean, this would solve our security door problem. So then, yeah, why wouldn't I take it? Turn them off. Gymnasium off. Garage open. Excellent. Okay, and now we can turn security doors to high, in fact. So, yeah, I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine with that. TBH. Where do we go from here? We dip into security. Turn security doors to high. Now that they're all going to be freebies. Key cards. Security level. High. Back. Let me out. Let me leave. Okay, excellent. And then back to the parlor to continue north. We have dice just in case the draw fucks us. And they try to kill us. We have keys. The drafting studio. Costs 2. I'm into it. Yeah, I'll take it. We don't have the magnifying glass yet again. You hate to see it. Unless, oh! Wow. Okay. So a couple of in-game days ago, I tried a few times to open this goddamn safe because here's what happened. I looked at this picture. I looked at the small gates, right? If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. And so I looked at this picture and I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 small gates. And I looked at these and I was like, these are big gates. Compared to these gates, these are big gates. Surely these gates aren't also small gates. No, dude. And I was on the right track, even. I tried August 28th at one point, counting all of the gates, all 8 of them, and then 28 apples on the trees. That is not, in fact, the case. This drove me mad. I straight up asked my friend. I said, what is it? And I told them everything that I tried, and they were like, oh, you were so close. And I was like, I know. I was pulling my hair out. What the fuck is it? And they were like, I was telling them I was trying 5 a lot, and they were like, every gate is a small gate. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Anyway, so every gate is a small gate. And then the second number is, in fact, the month. And so, August 11th, enter. Wow, we did it. Okay, there is no gem. There is a tiny letter that we need I understand. Okay, so no gem, but tiny letter. I don't need the magnifying glass. Uncle, in a few hours, we are departing. As planned, we will be taking the old mountain way tunnels to the north. We'll go as far as we can by trolley until the rails give out. Then we'll proceed on foot until we reach the southern border. I've never been as excited, nervous, and heartbroken. I may never know if I've made the right decisions, but I've made the ones I felt my father might have nodded in approval at. I'm leaving a message for Simon here in the safe house. In the safe house. This unhallowed cavern that we have called home for the last year. If something should happen to me, please guide him to this place. Try to show him what these lost days were all for. Safe house? There's a safe house? There's a shelter here in the safe house. Oh my God, do we have to get to the safe house? Explain to him, if you can, the intersection between foolishness and doctrine. The thin wire we stood upon above the world, holding hands and throwing stones. Holding hands and throwing stones. In those days, we were guilty of everything. As always, Mary. That's our mom. Okay, well, that's 6 of, I think, 8 red envelopes. So, okay, cool. Well, that's good. I'm glad. Anyway, yeah, dude, I thought there was only 5. I can't remember if I tried May 11th. I did. I tried every single day in May out of desperation. Anyway. All right, let's keep going. We're looking for. Oh yeah, I didn't do the actual drafting studio here. Okay, couple new rooms for us. The vestibule. Whenever you enter vestibule, 3 of the doors in this room unlock, and the 4th one becomes locked. What do you cost? You cost 2. The casino costs 2. The dormitory is free, but it's a dead end. It's kind of like the bunk room. Each time you enter dormitory after drafting a drafting room, gain 10 steps. I mean, that could be really good for gaining steps. Yeah, dormitory could be cool. Casino could be cool. I don't know what the casino, like, is it just a way to... This Mount Holly Casino offers an intimate and exciting setting for wagers of any scale, and guests may be surprised to discover how much strategy is involved in the games featured here. Okay. Yeah, let's go gambling. I mean, come on. Let's go gambling. All right. Please give me the pump room, please. Please. I can't. We're running low on gems, I'm realizing. Okay, that's at least going to be open. Give me the West Wing Hall, just for opportunity. And then this could be a cool dead end. Like the wine cellar for gems. What was I saying? Okay. And then I think before we go north, let me see if I can't fill in this area here. That's fine. We have keys. The boiler room and the pump room. Okay. The pump room is all we need. The pump room is all we need. The boiler room would be a bonus. That's insane that they gave them both to us in the same fucking draft. But they gave us the pump room. And we can get into foundation. Oh my god, it's happening. Okay. Let's go down this away. Dining room for steps? Sure. And then one last, if this could be a cool dead end. The sauna for extra steps tomorrow? Sure. Why not? I think there's a gem in there. There is a gem in there. We take those. We take those. Okay. The pump room. So here's the thing. I want the reservoir to, I think, to come down like 1. So there, how do I do that? This, I can empty probably the greenhouse. Okay, so greenhouse goes into, greenhouse is number 5. 5 goes into pump 1. Excellent. And then the fountain, which is number 1, goes into, yeah, okay. So tank 1, which is already selected, from pump 2 can drain into the fountain. We're going to fill the fountain back up. And then the greenhouse is going to pump into tank 1. Okay, and then the fountain's going to take all 4 of that. And then oh shit. Wait. I think, okay, wait. No. I know how to do this. I know how to do this. Don't panic. Let me put okay, from the reservoir. Hang on. From the reservoir, select the reservoir, put 4 from the reservoir into tank 1. And then actually put that 4 back into greenhouse. Is pump 1. So this can go from tank 1 into the greenhouse. Yes. And then the kitchen, which is number 4, goes into only tank 2. Shit. Okay. No, that's fine. We can put the 4. That's fine. We can put the 4 here. Hang on. Let me put you back to Nooch. Let me select the fountain. We're gonna dump tank 2 into the fountain. Emptying tank 2. And then we're gonna put all of the kitchen into tank 2, which is 3. Okay. And then tank 2 is already selected, and tank 2 is going to pump into the reservoir. And the reservoir is going to be down 1 point, basically. Excellent. Okay. And both of our tanks are empty. Okay. There's a trunk. What do you got for me? Gems! We're rich. We're getting a little low on keys, actually, but hopefully actually the security doors start popping up again. Okay. To the foundation. Ba-da-da-da. I need one of those, where the hell am I going? Hang on. Lock in. We got to go all the way around. Den, hallway, pool, security, hallway, foundation. Yes. Okay. I need one of those like Batman or like Spider-Man stings when they go from one place to another. You know what I mean? You know what a sting is, right? That's general knowledge, right? Question mark? I'm going to buy a book just since we're passing through. I don't know that I'm going to need my money for anything else. We got the first edition History of Orinda. Could empty the pool for some more money, but we don't need to. Hallway into foundation. No, not foundation. I need to get to the other side. I need to leave the house, go in the tomb. Yeah, and then go. Yeah. I need so many steps, actually. I'm going to run out of steps. Am I? Shit. I did not think with my brain. Don't throw. For God's sake. Do not throw for no good reason. Okay, we can go outside, we can go to the tomb, we can go through the catacombs. We can go in the boat, we can use the boat to cross the water to get to the foundation side. We can maybe call the elevator. We can maybe call the elevator to come back up to the foundation, and I think we should have enough steps to make it back and then go passageway to rank 8 and then back to the dining hall and not die? Am I cooked? I should feel like I should be counting steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we might be okay. It's going to be close. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be close. I shouldn't have been wasting steps as much as I was. I think we can do it, though. I got to leave. But this is huge. Even if we just move the boat today, then at least the boat is on the other side. That's half the battle, is just getting the boat to the other side. And I think we can definitely do that today. The running shoes would have been excellent for all this out of the house running around, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, there's probably going to be some extra money over here. Nice. Okay. So if we find like a kitchen or something off of the passageway, then we're not broke. So that's something. 14, 13. Yeah, it's gonna be close. I gotta be honest. And hopefully this is the right, yes, the right amount that the right amount down for the boat to be, and it is. Oh, we get a cutscene for this. Oh, cool. Okay. I get to steer? Or is this... This is automatic, I think. Yeah, we get the boat to the other side. Excellent. That's huge for us. Getting the boat over here. Okay. That did take a step, but that's fine. So now we can go up, and as long as we can call the elevator, I mean, the security's off. Oh, excellent. Okay, so from the foundation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think whatever we get off of the passageway, like, has to has to give me food or something. Damn, we even started today with extra steps and I pissed them all away. Oh well, if nothing else today, we got the boat. Oh. Or do I save my power hammer? Oh shit. We also opened the safe in the drafting studio today. That was, so like today was a big day. Here's the, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 on the nose. So I can't. I would lose the power hammer regardless. Passageway, at least, I think we have a chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't believe the amount of like little back and forth I did between some rooms is actually going to matter. Dude, 1, 2. And the dining room is right there, but there's no food in there anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Just don't fuck up this movement. Hallway. Security. Pool? Pool, hallway, den. Pool. No apples or bananas. I like to eat apples and bananas. I like to eat apples and bananas. You know what I'm talking about? 2 steps. Please. Kitchen, 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 kitchen. Commissary could have bananas. What am I doing? Guest bedroom was 10 steps. Bananas? Salt shaker? Shovel? Guest bedroom was 10 steps. I threw! I literally threw. Oh my god. And when after I use this step, we're done for. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna redraw. If I choose this, do I get a star? I think I do. $24. Let me look. Curses. Okay. We got the boat to the other side. That's incredible for me. That's really, we did what we needed the tomb to do. We got the boat to the other side. So now we just need the pump room again. We still need the pump room boiler room combo to fully drain the reservoir, but at least now I think there is something cool that we can do by draining the reservoir to an amount, which is exciting. So that's step 1, was just getting the boat over to the foundation side. So I'm very excited to see the pump room again after today. But folks, if you'd like to see some more blueprints in the future, feel free to subscribe to the channel. If you're enjoying the blueprints playthrough so far, thanks so much for joining me, hanging out while we play this marvelous game. I love it so much. I can't wait to play some more. So if you'd like to see again the rest of the days, feel free to subscribe, like the video, because we moved the boat today, people. We moved the boat from one side of the reservoir to the other, which is very exciting. Yeah, and then leave a comment about how excited you are that we finally moved the boat. Tomorrow's going to be day 30 of blueprints. Hope to see you then. Have yourself a great day or night whenever you're watching this, and take care. Bye-bye.